Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we're going to be doing a monthly reading for May 2024 for the sign of Aries. So if you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, or any other placement you're feeling called to take a look at, then these messages are for you. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading. Not all messages will be for everyone. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force something to fit if it's not matching your energy or your situation. This reading is timeless as well. So whenever you're seeing this, is the right time for you to receive the messages, even if that's after May. It could be like a year from now. That just means now's a better time to hear what's being said. Okay. All right. So, Aries, it looks like this came up for someone else too. The Seven of Cups was in the main overview energy. I think it was maybe for Cancer, or maybe it was Leo. I don't know. But if you share that placement, you might want to check that out since we have a recurring card. There's also some devil energy present in that reading too. So what I'm seeing here is like you feel like it feels like sort of walking through a fog. Like you're trying to feel out a choice, like wade through the illusions, which some of them could just be like your fears. But it's like this, it's like you're wading through illusions, like trying to see through all of the stuff that's like not meant for you in order to be on a clear path. And this month is about receiving the clarity that you need. And this could come in the form of some sort of communication. Based on this positioning here, keep in mind we're all in different timelines, even if you're in the same energy. But for some of you, this is extra confirmation that whatever communication that brings you clarity is something that you'll be receiving closer to the beginning of the month, or like the first half of the month. And okay, and it could be coming like in the form of an apology, or like with an apology, like concurrent with, like someone coming in to apologize, like clear the air, clear things up, make truths known that were not previously brought to the forefront. You could be experiencing a lot of synchronicities this month too, like showing you that this is on the way, like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to ultimately some sort of success or accomplishment, or like a feeling of independence. It's like a feeling of having done something for yourself, having accomplished something for yourself. But it comes like in light of this clarity, this communication, this apology, this like expression of feelings that comes in. But there's some sort of attachment that you have it feels like an obstacle, like a hindrance, like something a little bit in the way, like a hiccup is what it feels like a snag. This could be like actually like a Capricorn energy that is causing this obstacle. And that doesn't necessarily, it could be a person, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. This could be like within your own self, like wherever Capricorn falls in your chart. If you have any other like placements there, that might be where you need to focus your energy to overcome this obstacle. Because this obstacle is standing in the way of like you feeling this sense of accomplishment, of fulfillment. It's like I was hearing you made it. Like whether this is something you're creating or building, or just like some sort of milestone, some sort of destination. That it's like some sort of goal that you had in mind. You're seeing significant accomplishment towards this. Like something major is changing. Like this obstacle feels like a hiccup, like in the grand scheme of things, but it's actually like, and it might not be that small of a thing to overcome. I feel like that depends on like prior work that you've done. When it comes to like living without attachment. Like if you're really into your yogic practices, you may have already made some headway to like detaching yourself from material, like external physical circumstances of life, and be like more focused on spiritual aspects. But that's going to be different for everyone. So it's like the more experience you have with detachment, the easier it is going to be to like overcome this challenge. But regardless of like how much work there is left to do, like how much of a leap this is going to be for you to release attachment to whatever this is, it creates a major change, like a major shift in your life. It's like I'm seeing one of those things, like, I don't know, they used to have them in the doctor's office when I was little. It's like a water thing with these like little droplets of oil in them that are dyed. And it's like it's got these pieces of plastic in it, and like the bubbles go down like the little ramp or whatever contraption is built inside of it, and then you like flip it over and it goes back through the thing like backwards. I don't know what you call those things, but that's what they were showing me. It's like an experience of having things like turned on their head, like the tables turning, like things being flipped upside down from how they are presently. It's like I'm hearing a complete reversal of roles. Okay. So, yeah, but like ultimately getting through this, like receiving this clarity, processing, and like moving forward in the direction that then becomes clear to you, it's setting you up for like feeling established, like feeling successful and content with your life. like when like all the dust settles. Okay, let's take a look and clarify some things. Let's look at the Ace of Swords first. Let me get one more. Okay. Okay. So something about this communication, this truth, this clarity that comes in. First of all, it lets you know how to proceed. It helps you, like, because like this is just like this like foggy like haze where nothing is clear. You can't tell like the distance between things, and receiving this clarity, this communication, maybe even an apology, it helps you see like the depth perception, like where everything is, and like helps you see that your priorities haven't necessarily been aligned correctly. But like once this fog clears, like it's like the sword like cutting through it. It allows you to see and assess like where things should be placed, and puts you like on this path to success. And what this is primarily concerning, like what's coming up as a big indicator here is like this is about a like where to go in love, like where to go, like where your relationships are concerned. It could be like setting off on a new emotional journey, like for yourself, like in self-love, that doesn't have anything to do with like another person per se, although it could. Like this could, like if you've been choosing between multiple people, like multiple paths, like something about that is becoming clear to you here. But in some cases I'm getting like it's not really about choosing a particular person. It's about like choosing yourself over any other person. And like when you do that, if there's another person supposed to be present, like it makes the right space for them. Like it sets the stage for that. Like there may actually be some loss, like this independence may be literal. There may be a loss of a relationship if that is relevant to you. Because sometimes when we're with the wrong people, the other person can find it hard to accept someone really like truly being loving of themselves, especially if that's not something that they are willing to give themselves. It's like they're seeking love from you because they're not giving it to themselves. And it's like, I feel like that's something that you've needed to like watch out for here on your own, is making sure that you're giving that love to yourself and not just seeking to receive it from someone else. Okay, let's do the Princess of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups. Six of Swords. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay, this one came out last. So, someone has been holding back this communication. Like an apology, that if that's relevant, like if an apology needs to take place, like they've been holding back from doing it. But because it's like they didn't want to like get ahead of themselves, didn't want to like jump the gun, or like They were being very cautious, basically. They didn't want to be just like acting on impulses. So instead, like, they just like didn't act at all. That's why you haven't already received this apology or this clarification in communication from someone. But like that's changing. Like, something about their mindset is changing, where they're not holding back this truth anymore. They're coming forward with like an offering of feelings. Now, that can mean different things for different people. It could just be like an apology, like, I'm sorry, like, I know what I did was wrong, but like, it doesn't develop more than that. It just sort of like ties up loose ends. But for some of you, it could be more than that, like more than just like receiving closure with this apology. It could be like an apology coming in because this person wants to like explore things more with you, or like try to progress things. But regardless, like, there is this like emotional communicative display that occurs for you in some form or fashion towards the beginning of the month. Yeah, and it's like, regardless of whether this is closure or like someone wanting to like propose an offer, like romantically or otherwise, receiving this news, receiving this communication makes you very happy. It's like this is something that you've been waiting on. Let's look at the Devil. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's several things going on here with this Devil. What I said earlier about you've been waiting for this, your energy of waiting and like feeling attached to receiving that communication has been like further delaying it. Your worries about like change or competition, like I said, like if you've got like attachments with multiple people, something about like dealings with other people have also been delaying this communication. And also, in addition to that, there's like past pain, like heartbreak, something you're carrying from a past life could be relevant, but it's like those patterns are like reestablished in the stuff that we do in the present life. So there's some sort of emotional baggage and like pain that is still in your mental field, in your emotional field. Like, you're still thinking back to some hurt, and it's like you're very attached to this idea of receiving communication, of being in competition with someone and giving someone else competition, and also of like attached mentally to ways that you were hurt in the past. But there is like a new solid way, like a path forward here. It's like that's something that you're not seeing is this path forward, but this clarity comes with this communication. It's like something about some sort of feeling or like apology being expressed, like opens this doorway that was previously like hidden in the fog. It's like the secret garden. It's literally like a garden. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You're going to have to do a little bit of soul searching when this communication arrives. To see what you're holding on to still. That may be getting in the way. And like I said before, I saw this card earlier underneath it was at the bottom of the deck when I did the first clarification. There is some sort of loss or like leaving something behind that is necessary for this change. But it's like when you leave behind what doesn't serve you, you see this like slow and steady progress, like building on itself in your life. Like you see the movement that you've been wanting to see. Because it's like being in this confused space. You've sort of been stagnant in that respect as well, because it's not been clear exactly which way to go, like how to get out of it. And it's like this path becomes illuminated, and once you leave behind everything that's not on that path and move along it, like things stabilize for you. Things start to like grow and build and like move toward this Nine of Pentacles energy. Like things start to develop, and the foundation that these things are built on is something that you can rely on. Whatever you have to leave behind, like it feels like a person. They're going to be very wounded, but it's like, I'm supposed to tell you, like you can still care for this person. You can still have love for this person and like care for their well-being. But like something about this path, you have to do it from a distance. It's like they were wounded when you found them, and they're going to be wounded when you move on. But that's part of this attachment too. They're not going to want you to leave them behind. But it's necessary. It's like that's part of the path. That's part of the plan. But something about releasing that attachment is going to be more difficult than you would want it to be, but it's it's necessary to keep things moving in your life, or like to start things moving again. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this direction that you're heading is like really, it's right for you. It's, it's, this sense of accomplishment that comes from like moving along this path that you build for yourself. It's like it heals something, some sort of childhood wounding. And it heals something else in you. It's like not necessarily like a childhood wound, but some other sort of like inner wounding that you've like collected along your way that's been holding yourself back. Like what I was saying about your inner attachments. Meditation is advised. Your inner attachments have been what's holding you back more than anything from finding your own balance and from like finding a similarly balanced partnership. There's something about this success. It's like success over like your healing work, success over your like limiting beliefs and negative thinking, and also success in partnership. And we have the Page of Cups out here again, so there's definitely some sort of communication of feelings, some sort of apology on the way to you. Let's pull a couple of self-care cards and see how you can best care for yourself right now. Deep breathing and dream journal come out. And at the bottom, we have meditate. Yeah, what I say, meditation is advised. If you already have a practice that you've strayed away from, this is your sign to get back on it. If you've never meditated before, this is your sign to learn about it, learn how to do it and how it can benefit you. And breathing practices are often done in conjunction with meditation or to help enter into a meditative state. But this is an important thing for you to remember at other times too, like when you're not sitting down to meditate, but when you feel confused, when you feel overwhelmed, like just when your nervous system gets heightened, pay attention to how you're breathing. Notice if you're taking shallow breaths, like from the chest only. And if you find that you are, consciously direct your breath to go into your like lower belly and your abdomen, like pressing on the diaphragm. That will help calm your nervous system, help you feel like less confused, less chaotic, and like help you get into a deeper state of clarity by connecting your mind and your body more deeply. And this dream journal here, it says, are you sleeping? There's a few things. Rest was on the bottom of the deck when I picked it up. So it's like there's a few things I'm getting from this besides the dream journaling. Like, make sure you're getting enough rest. Resting your soul happens during meditation. Resting your mind and body happens when you're sleeping. It's important for you to do both. I feel like this is something in the haze and fog of confusion and illusions. this is something that you've not been prioritizing your sleep or your meditation habits. But there's also something here about maybe receiving some sort of communication and clarity, like through like the dream state. Like seeing a message someone left you. And, you know, obviously with dream journaling, like if you find that you start having dreams like this, write them down so that you can reflect back on what you received, what's occurring when, you know, you've gone about your day and it's not as fresh in your memory anymore. But the first step of dream journaling is making sure you're getting enough sleep. So that should be your primary focus. And then the rest of it will sort of like, it's like a cascade of triggers that, you know, once you start sleeping more, you'll start dreaming more and experiencing these things that you feel compelled to write down so that you don't forget them. Meditation, though, is really, really important. That's why it came through earlier. So, all right, that's your reading. If it resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone if you feel called. Thank you for letting me read for you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It really helps getting visibility, getting these messages to whoever they're meant for. And if you're interested in a personal reading for anything else that you might be going through or dealing with more specifically, you can see how to do that below. And I will see you next time. Take care, Aries.